Intern Swag Showdown. 6 internships, 1 winner. Across 6 different internships at 5 different companies, including Citadel Securities, Facebook, Google, Yelp, and Bloomberg, I'm going to be talking about the different swag that I received, and also going to be comparing them across several different axes to determine the one true winner. So the timeline of my internships include first interning at Bloomberg in summer of 2017 and returning for winter 2018. Then I went to Yelp in fall of 2018. I did Citadel Securities in the summer of 2019, Facebook in the winter of 2020, and then lastly Google of summer 2020. It's worth noting that internships that happen during the fall and the winter terms typically have less interns, and this can influence the different intern events they can have and the different swag that you can receive. Because during the summer terms, it's possible that these larger companies have thousands of interns. So the amount of swag can either be created at scale, or it can be more limited because you can't have that many high-ticket items given to so many interns. So keep that in mind while watching this video. In terms of evaluation, I'm going to be evaluating them based off of value, usefulness, and uniqueness. So each of these different axes I'll rate it out of 10, and at the end we'll get our final score. This video is for entertainment purposes only and is not representative of the actual internship experiences at these companies and only my own. The first one is Bloomberg, which is the world's largest financial data company. I interned there in summer of 2017 and winter of 2018. The swag breakdown: for summer of 2017, I got 2 intern hoodies. I got a volunteering shirt after helping assemble bikes for little kids, which was an intern event. We all spent a day out in New York City trying to build bikes for little kids, and then also got a backpack and a puzzle hunt shirt, which was after Bloomberg's annual 24-hour overnight puzzle hunt. In winter of 2018, we got a very orange hoodie, hat, gloves, blanket, pretty good quality backpack, another volunteering shirt, a sweater, and a notebook. We also got some other extra perks. So for example, we got a unlimited museum pass to over 100 museums in New York City, which was fantastic in terms of going out with other interns and seeing a lot of culture that New York City has to offer. Got a Bloomberg Terminal employee access, free Bloomberg University courses. I took a course on essential securities, which was pretty nice. Corporate housing, free soup, which was a little salty, lots of intern events, and yeah. Hit the like button if you want to learn more about this. I might make a separate video on just the perks later on of each of these different internships. Picture of winter 2018 swag. This is what we got on the very first day. The backpack's really high quality. The shirt, I have no idea where it is, but it was pretty nice. One of my friends, she took it. I've never seen it ever again. The hat was good. The water bottle is nice, but I've never seen it. Like, gave it to my mom and it disappeared. The gloves are super nice quality. You can see the Bloomberg logo on them, and yeah, the blanket is also amazing. And this is the Bloomberg Terminal if you're not aware. It provides real-time and historical data across a variety of different financial instruments. It's an amazing tool, and basically it's ubiquitous throughout the financial services industry as the default when it comes to obtaining financial data, communication through chat, and so on and so forth. Then I entered at Yelp. If you're not familiar, it's a review site for different small businesses and large businesses alike. There's reviews similar to Google reviews on Google Maps, so you might be familiar with that as well. I interned in fall of 2018. We got a wellness package which included honey, mug, and a weird dog plushie, a Yelp intern shirt, a foldable bag, notebook, fingerless gloves, and stickers. So here's a picture of the swag. The shirt is pretty nice. If you can see, the Yelp logo is sort of hidden on the paper airplane, which is pretty nice. The notebook was pretty high quality. The gloves are fingerless, so you actually have your fingers poking out, which is really nice because I used to go a lot of road biking in San Francisco and the areas around. So I used that a lot because I can grip the brakes a lot easier instead of having proper gloves, which I left back in Toronto. I didn't want to buy another pair. And yeah, this is the welcome package. So you can see the weird dog on the right side. Got the water bottle and some weird things like honey, which was sort of unexpected. And yeah, like some food and black chocolate, which is pretty nice, pretty welcoming, but nothing super fancy. Then I interned at Citadel Securities. So Citadel Securities is a high-frequency trading firm based in Chicago. They're a market maker across a variety of different instruments. I believe they're the largest player in North America, so it's definitely a huge financial company. And I interned in summer of 2019. We got an iPad Pro 10.5 inch, the 256 gig Wi-Fi model, so not even the baseline model as swag, along with an Apple Pencil and a backlit keyboard case. I remember when I received this, I was just working at my desk. It was like Friday at like 5:30 p.m. or so, and HR just walks behind me and says like, "Here you go, here's your gift from us." And I was pretty surprised. My coworkers were surprised as well. It was definitely pretty awesome and very unexpected. We also got, before the internship started, an away carry-on luggage, so we definitely came into the internship in style. We got a high-quality backpack, a duffel bag which I use at the gym, $500 buddy money. So what that means is it's sort of money that you can spend with another full-time employee who's on a different team with you at Citadel, and you get to spend this on anything you want, like touristy things. You just can't spend it on anything like dangerous. Yeah, we just went on really expensive dinners. Really nice. Also got a high quality umbrella, blanket, 2 stress balls, notebook, pouch, battery chargers, and more. We also got other perks as well, so incredible corporate housing, all meals covered even though the dinner was at 8 p.m, which is a little late. First class flights, yeah, fancy dinners, boat tour, financial venue trip, and more. Just overall fantastic. And yeah, hit the like button if you want a separate video just for that. Here's the away suitcase that we got. Pretty awesome. I've never had such an expensive suitcase before. It was pretty cool because when it came in, we actually had like all the different adapters for different regions in the world. Like Europe is with like 210 or 220 volts and so on, which is pretty nice. And the backpack was awesome as well. It just barely fits my 15-inch MacBook Pro. And the umbrella, excellent as well. It never flipped over when it goes super windy. That's always really nice to have. The iPad Pro is fantastic. Like I said, it was the higher end 256 gig model, which was very unexpected because an iPad Pro is already unexpected. It has, on the other side of the case, the Citadel logo, which is pretty awesome. After that, I interned at Facebook in winter 2020. I interned on Messenger, which you'll see very clearly soon. My swag was a Portal Mini, a Messenger hoodie, which is actually this one I'm wearing right now, a Messenger blanket, shirt, and socks. Now, just a forward warning, the Messenger, all this Messenger swag, it depends on which team you intern in. If you don't intern on Messenger, you probably won't get the swag. And I believe my manager tried really hard to get me as much swag as possible. On my first day, I got a lot, and then she really tried really hard. And the Portal Mini, I think it's because of her that I actually got it. I'm very thankful for that. But all interns get the backpack, the water bottles, stickers, and also unlimited accessories. There's vending machines in each office, so you can just simply badge, and you get like keyboards, cables, mice, and whatever else you'd like from there. The extra perks, we had excellent corporate housing, just like Citadel. All meals covered, dinners at a very reasonable time of like 6 p.m. Free trip to the headquarters before COVID for 2 days, which was really nice. You get to explore the campus and do basic like recruitment events. We got ski trips. I interned in Seattle, so we got to do ski trips, both as an intern event, which got cancelled, but I went to the office-wide one, which was awesome. Got skiing lessons as well. And then we also get paid meals outside of the office. So some of the offices at Facebook, you get paid meals outside, such as on weekends. So I used to go out with the interns and we got $25 off intern events, which is awesome. Also get ad credit, interns get healthcare, which is sort of unique, and more. So this was the swag. Like I said, my manager, she gave me like a lot of these on the first day. So a lot of the Messenger swag you see here. What's really cool is the backpack, which every intern gets. This says Facebook on the inside, so you sort of don't need to expose that to the world that you intern at Facebook. I really like that because you don't really have to brag to everyone, but it's also a really good quality backpack because it's Patagonia, and I use it a lot throughout the whole internship. Now the socks are cute too. It says Lightspeed on the bottom. Lightspeed is like the project name for the new iOS app. They rebuilt the Messenger Lightspeed app from the ground up in like a year and a half, which is very impressive. Yeah, the hoodie that you see right here, the shirt, which I've never seen because my mom took it and put it somewhere, and yeah, we get the water bottle, every intern gets that, and then the Messenger swag is Messenger specific. This is the Portal Mini if you're not familiar. It's Facebook's hardware device that lets you communicate with friends and family. It's pretty cool. One distinguishing feature of it is that it uses AI to sort of track you as you move around in the room, which is really cool. It has high quality speakers and microphones, and it also has other apps as well, like Facebook Live and so on. My last internship was at Google, and I interned on Firebase in summer of 2020. The swag included a nuclear hat, backpack, intern shirt, Firebase t-shirt, sweatpants, touchless key fob, slippers, lunch boxes, and a notebook. Just a reminder, I did this one during COVID, so this was fully remote. And you'll see why that changes things a little bit. So the general intern swag, every year, every Google intern gets one of these backpacks. And the design changes every year. So our year we had this like neon green. I think it's pretty nice. It says Google on the outside, which is nice, but I also don't really personally want to wear it all the time outside, just so not people assume I work at Google. The nuclear hat is an absolute icon. So that's like, in the movie The Internship, that's like one of the icons. You're called a Noogler, which means new Googler. So yeah, that's part of the intern hat, and you get the little propeller at the top. Then we also got those stickers and then the intern shirt, which again, every year the interns get that shirt. And it also says intern on one of the sleeves as well. And now for the second package, because of the COVID and work from home, we got a second package, which was comprised of 2 different lists of items, and you could pick swag a certain amount from each of those different lists. So each intern could get different things. One thing that was particularly popular was a Bluetooth speaker, which I actually did not opt for because I have my own Bose Bluetooth speakers at home. But instead I got these, like the notebook, which I gave to my dad, the bag, which I gave to my mom, and then I have the different, the slippers, and then the lunch boxes, which I used to keep my calculators and pencils in, which was pretty cute overall. Also the Android figurine, it says work from home on the side. You could probably see it in the background as well. I don't know, you probably can't see it, but I have it in the background, and I think that one's pretty cute as well. The core org, which is the org that I entered in, so it's like the larger pillar with like over 1,000 employees. We got some swag there too, so it's called core, which is why you see the C. It's not for Chrome or anything. Here we got the water bottle, the pants, which are pretty nice, the socks as well, and the keychain. More specifically for my team, I interned on Firebase, so I got this really nice shirt, and I like it a lot, and with a little message from my team, which is awesome. So yeah, time to rank all these different internships. So just a reminder that the material aspect of internships is only a small part of the equation, and the people, the culture, the projects are more important determinants of a successful and fun internship. So with that said, let's go through each one. So for Bloomberg, I gave value 8 out of 10, usefulness 8 out of 10, and uniqueness 9 out of 10. The products were all high quality, and I found them pretty useful. I ended up using the hoodies quite a bit. I ended up using the gloves, which are pretty awesome. And I'd say the uniqueness is pretty high. The reason why I say uniqueness is high is because I really like the volunteering shirts. I think it meant a lot in terms of Bloomberg's mission of giving back to the community. I felt really good during those intern events. And I also like the Bloomberg terminal, how it's on each of the different swags, because the Bloomberg terminal logo is sort of ubiquitous in finance, but also not everyone knows it, so it's not quite as flashy as, say, a Facebook logo or a Google logo, but it's still really nice, and I just personally felt really good when I got to wear and use the swag from Bloomberg. Yelp definitely suffered a little bit in terms of the value, which I gave 5 out of 10. Definitely less swag. It could also be because it was an off-season term, which is worth keeping in mind. The swag was fairly useful, although some things like the honey and the chocolates maybe not the most useful. But for example, I used the gloves, and that was pretty nice. I gave uniqueness 8 out of 10, and one of the reasons why I thought it was fairly unique is, first of all, the doggy plushie. I think it has some symbolism to do with Yelp itself, which was sort of, I appreciated that. I also like the shirt, how it's very subtle. It doesn't yell Yelp immediately. It sort of like takes a while for someone to figure that out, which I really enjoyed. And also like the gloves and so on, it all felt a little bit like sort of promoted the Yelp culture, and that's sort of something I appreciated. So I gave a little bit higher on the uniqueness side of things. Citadel Securities, hands down. Value, iPad Pro, gave it 10 out of 10. Very clearly to me is that Citadel hands down wins this category along with usefulness. Extremely useful. I use the iPad Pro like all the time. Apple Pencil is amazing. Suitcase is amazing. My parents use the carry-on all the time to come see me during the internships, which is pretty funny. And then also even things like this charger, like it's so small, but like I use this charger on all my bike rides because it has the cables integrated inside of it. All these little things really add up, and then it makes your quality of life better. All the products they gave, extremely high quality, super expensive. But I will deduct points on uniqueness. And the reason why I deduct points on uniqueness is that a lot of these things, even though they were expensive, it sort of felt a little bit materialistic to me. I'm definitely being a little harsh here, but there weren't that many things that tie in uniquely to their culture compared to, say, Google with the nuclear hat. So I'm just keeping that in mind. So I took a small deduction on the uniqueness aspect, but value and usefulness, hands down, 10 out of 10. Facebook, solid all around. I gave 8 out of 10 for all the categories. Definitely good quality swag. Got an electronics item, which is the Portal Mini. Fairly useful. Like I definitely used the Portal Mini a fair amount, actually, surprisingly. At first I thought it would just collect dust, but I think it's a pretty nice companion to my workflow. And also fairly unique. You get some nice things, like the Portal Mini, which you could buy yourself, but most people probably won't. That's a little unique. And also like the socks are cute with like the project name underneath it, and so on. So I thought overall it was just a pretty solid experience. Now Google. Small deduction on the value. None of the items we received were particularly like expensive, like an electronic, like an iPad Pro or so on. But I'd give it pretty high. We got a fair amount of swag. The swag was pretty useful as well. Like, I could see myself using those slippers or like the apparel a fair amount. The backpack says Google plastered on it. Personally, I won't really use it, but I know some people do, so I'm keeping it as 8 out of 10. For the uniqueness, I'm giving it 10 out of 10. And the reason for this is that a couple things. First of all, there was a lot of symbolism through a lot of their swag. The little Android figurine, I thought that was really cute. And also said work from home on it, and everyone associates sort of Android with Google, which I thought was really nice. So that was really cool. And also I really like the nuclear hat. Nuclear hat is sort of an icon, not only to like internships in general, but especially Google with the nuclear. That's something that I won't really wear in public, it's a little strange, but it's something I can keep on my desk, and it's sort of like just a memory of the Google internship itself, which I thought was fantastic. So yeah, these are my different rankings, and special mention goes to Citadel for definitely having the most expensive and useful swag, but then Google's was fairly iconic with the nuclear hat and the Android figurine. But the overall winner was Citadel Securities. Very expensive swag, very high quality, and yeah, the internship amazing from that aspect and other aspects as well. So yeah, I'm very fortunate to have internet. All these different companies, I can confidently say all the internships are amazing. Recommend any one of them. And yeah, the swag's only a part of the story here. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and comment below if you have any suggestions for future videos. I could do more videos about my experience at these companies if you guys are interested. See you all later.